Hey everyone, Dominic the Primetime Treasure Hunter here, all dressed up for you. I was about to head into work, but figured I could sneak in a quick tip video for you on negotiation. I know a lot of people like when I do those and talk about the communication between buyers and sellers and the psychology behind all of that. Buyers try to get away with all sorts of things. Not that sellers don't sometimes as well, but this channel is obviously focused on the seller side of things and, making sure that we could maximize those interactions with buyers to increase our bottom line. So I had an item for sale yesterday. It was a Star Wars action figure. I had it up for $26, $25.99. It was a power droid, for those of you who are Star Wars fans, not that it really matters that much, also known as a GNK or Gonk. It was in pretty decent condition. It wasn't perfect, so there were some that were priced higher than me and there were some that were priced lower than me. But I always do my research before I list my item so I know I have priced it properly. And what I mean by that is I take into consideration the condition of other items and make sure I'm not pricing mine higher than ones that are in better condition, and I'm not pricing it lower than ones that are in worse condition. I also take into account a seller's feedback. So that might be one exception to what I just said. So if someone has one that's in better condition, but their seller reputation, their feedback is terrible, then I don't even count them. I don't factor it in. I know there's buyers that don't always look at the feedback, but there are some that do, and those are the people who I'm targeting. So a person sent in an offer for $20, and so I said, all right, it's a decent offer, but I'm not going to take $6 off the price for it. So I countered in the middle, which is a psychological strategy I've talked about a lot. So people feel like, you're giving halfway and they're giving in halfway. That's fair. So I said, all right, $22.99. So a person sends me a message. I hate when they do this. And a message says, hey, there's plenty of other ones of these available right now for $18.50 with free shipping. So I think that $20 is fair. Now, you have lots of ways that you go about handling this, but I try to always, stay as respectful as possible, and wrote back and I acknowledged that. And I said, that's true. I said, you can go buy that for $18.50. I said, but you're going to get it in worse condition than what I have it for, and you're not going to be dealing with people who have the seller reputation that I have. So, it's up to you, but I'm more than happy to meet in the middle, yours if you want it. So, person doesn't write back, sends an offer of $21. So what do I do, right? I just decline it. And my decline is meant to send the message that I've already communicated what I need to communicate. I've already sent you the counteroffer. I'm not going to play these games, going off $1, another 50 cents, whatever. It's $22.99. If you want it for that price, it's yours. Like, that's what's communicated in the decline. And so sure enough, he then sent an offer of $22.99 and sold it to him. So again, it's just another example that you can use the decline option and still be able to make a deal. You could communicate a message here and there as well. Sometimes you could send a message along with your decline. I'll do that every once in a while too. I'll add a little note to it. But just keep that in mind. Are there times where someone will just not do the deal? Yeah, that's true. That'll happen. So he could have not done the deal, but do you know what? I don't really mind, because one of the things I also told him in the message was that there's 4 watchers on the item and it will sell soon. I've talked about this before, conveying confidence. It's all about making sure you're using as much as possible in terms of leverage to close the deal in your favor. So, he's trying to use his own leverage, which is that he could get it for a lower price. And I just acknowledge that and counter it with my own leverage, which is better leverage, which is that, I've got it though in better condition. I've got a better seller reputation, and there's multiple people watching the item who will likely purchase it if you don't. And so that's what you've got to do. Now, if you don't have the leverage, then, sometimes you have to give in more towards the buyer's end of things, but you try to put yourself in as advantageous of a position as possible. Now, could that person have walked away from the deal? And does that happen sometimes? It does. More often than not, though, it doesn't, and it works out. When it doesn't work out, do I feel like, oh boy, I just lost 20 bucks? No, I don't, because what happens a lot of times is that one of those watchers or someone else comes in and buys it for full price. So in some ways, you know, you could argue that you would have lost money if you sold it to this person for $20 and then someone else later on comes along and buys it for 26 bucks. So yeah, I'm willing to meet in the middle. You know, if the person is willing to purchase it right now, so, you know, just get it out of here and, you know, take a little bit off for that. That's why you have make an offer on after all. But again, don't feel like you're losing out just because somebody walked away. If it's a good item, someone is going to come along and purchase it, either for the full price or for the price that that person walked away from the deal at. So that's it for now. I've got to head in, but I hope you enjoyed the quick tip. Have a good day. Make sure that you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want more quick tip videos like this, just let me know. So talk to you later, everyone. Take care.